Shalom. First, want to give all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, the rule well that towards his truth, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel who are scattered worldwide, who are predestined to be saved. It's Brother YAHAWAH coming with another video, and Lord willing, you brothers and few sisters will be edified by this lesson. And we're going to kick it off with God is the Most High. YAHAWAH is bringing judgment on these rappers, man, which is good, you know, because I despise rap music. I despise it, especially the garbage we got now. You know, it's garbage, man. You know what I mean? It's real garbage, you know. And what inspired me to do this lesson was some news that this, and it's only in the last, I would say, couple of months I've been trying to understand who the latest rappers are and who's hot and who's not, because I'm not into it, you know. But there's a rapper, what's his name, Little Dirk. Is it Little Dirk, Little Doozy, or Little Dirk? He's been arrested, man, for setting up a hit against someone, because there was a guy, a demon called King Von, who was one of his friends, and he was taken out. And by the way, he had it coming, man. Like most of these rappers coming, you know. A lot of these rappers are either locked up, as you see, look, here's why these rappers are in jail or in prison right now. They're either locked up, all right, or they're being put to death, like this guy. You know, this guy was put to death recently. U.S. rapper Money Sign Suede killed in prison, age 22. You see? And we know that the music industry has connections to the occult, you know. And it's a vibration, because, I mean, look at this, man. They're all in prison, man. And NBA YoungBoy, all these are rap niggas that have been put to death, you know. All right, and they're spreading poison, so that's why the Lord has put them to death. All right, and this is this guy that was a demon, and he called himself a demon, King Von, man. All right, he called himself King Von. You know, he called himself King Von, but as I'm gonna show you, that this nigger, and he was a nigger, all right, this nigger actually was either a faggot or pretended to be a faggot in prison so he can be in protective custody. Because when you have so many enemies, when you're in a gang and you go into prison, your enemies want to get you in prison. You know, so there's a videotape of this nigger in prison pretending or being gay. Is either he pretended or he is, or I should say was, because he's dead now, a faggot. You know? And if you're, let's just use the first example, that he pretended to be gay so he can be put in protective custody so he doesn't get killed by his enemies, rival gang members. Well, that's why you shouldn't do the crimes. You know, if you're in a gang and you know what you're in for, all right, it's just like us in this truth. We come in this truth, we know our duties, all right. We have our duties is to learn the word, and then to teach it, and then to go out and teach it, to do videos, to answer people's questions, and so forth. If we are not willing to do that, all right, then don't be in this truth. Okay, if you're not willing to go out on the street in the winter when it's cold, because the Bible says be in season, out of season, all right, well, don't be in a camp. You know, simple as that. This nigga, I'm going to show you it. Okay, but the Lord is bringing judgment on these niggas. And one of the videos I did, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, was on what NBA YoungBoy actually said in an interview, where he said, "I feel guilty for the kind of raps that I did, and people listening to it, and he said it's about self-destruction." So when these niggas are given a record deals and so forth, or even if they're independents, but especially if they're given record deals, they know that their job is to be as disgusting as hell, to influence society, especially our people, to destroy them. It's one of Satan's devices. All right. Now there's a video I want to show. We're gonna play this. All right. And the music industry right now is just showing its horns. It's very satanic, and it's no coincidence. It's because of the time we're in. We're in those end times that the Bible speaks about. All right. So we're gonna play this, and then I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna have some scriptures, because the Lord is getting rid of these niggas, and I'm glad, man. All right. We're happy that you niggas are dying. All right. Or going to jail, man. We're happy that the Lord is taking you out. Okay. And you're not the only ones that the Lord's going to take out. Any one other person in our nation that is wicked, the Lord's going to do that as well. All right.
Upside down cross at the Super Bowl, and NBA YoungBoy saying he signed his deal in blood letters on a song with E40. It's no secret that hip-hop has become extremely demonic in recent years, and the trend is only getting worse. It's your boy Luesta, and today we're going to be talking about hip-hop's dark connection to Satanism. Claiming to be a rock star and boasting heroes like Marilyn Manson and Gigi Allen, who always pushed the boundaries of decency. One man who majorly leaned into this was Lil Uzi. During his rise to fame, Uzi leaned into a gothic look, and a big part of that was his use of the upside down cross. Not only does he literally have a song named Upside Down Cross, but he literally has one tatted on his tongue. His name, Lil Uzi Vert, also sounds eerily similar to Lucifer, and tons of his tracks express his infatuation with the dark side. Over time, this became such a big thing that it caused conflict between himself and his Bad and Bougie collaborator, Offset from the Migos.
Oh, y'all nigga went upside down cross. These are my little partners, man. Stop that shit, boy. You look lame. Yeah. All that worship the devil shit. Get with God, man.
In response, Uzi shared a photo of satanic imagery.
I have to pause it. Even one of his nigger friends said, "Listen, this is enough. Enough is enough with this upside down cross, because the upside down cross is a satanic symbol. All right, it's a satanic symbol. Okay." Remember, it was, if you Google it, all right, remember when you Google it, one of the apostles, all right, Peter, who, Yahuwah said, "Upon this rock I shall build my church," he was crucified upside down, all right. And you can see, look, the martyrdom of Saint Peter. You can look out for yourself. 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 13 to 15. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why in Satanism, all right, in Satanism they use this upside down cross. It's mockery. Okay.
Offset as if he was trying to get a reaction out of him. And although Offset's response seemed like he was genuinely concerned about Uzi's spiritual well-being, writing, "I'll pray for you," Uzi has continued to steer into this narrative. At one point, he basically even told his fans that if he was on the path to hell, then they would be following him.
Did I sell my soul? I sold my soul for you. Now figure that out. Talking about I sold my soul for you. For all you motherfuckers that's on here that's asking me did I sell my soul, why the fuck is y'all on here if y'all think I sold my soul?
That's true.
Y'all coming right with me, you dummies.
However, the same fans he was referring to were quick to correct him in the comments. Nah, I'm good, fam. My soul and life belongs to Jesus Christ. I'm not going to hell, I'm with Jesus. As opposed to shedding this image over time, it's something that Uzi has kept up to the point that his fans have begun to lose their patience. What's wrong with this dude? He's literally repping Satan right in front of our eyes. But here's where the major divide in hip-hop comes in. Because for every rap fan who fears that their soul could be put in jeopardy by listening to his music, there's just as many who think that he's only doing it for shock value and sales. Real answer, he has an upcoming album. So he does stupid shit like this for attention. It's a pattern with him. In the same way that other rappers start beefing for promotion, he resorts to this stupid childish shit. However, in recent years, Uzi is far from the only rapper who's been viewed as capitalizing off satanic rituals. And you can argue that no one quite compares to the controversies that Lil Nas X found himself in when he decided to align himself with the dark side. If you were around in 2020, you probably remember the uproar over Lil Nas X's Call Me By Your Name, which had a music video featuring him giving the devil a lap dance.
Because his drawers is out of order.
Yeah, you see how stupid they are? See, the first thing they did is just laugh. You know? And Lil Nas X, where is he now? You know, he brought out, you know, he came out a few years ago, he was this great sensation. Now look at him, you know? He's nowhere to be seen. You know what I mean? So, look, man, it's evident, man, that I respect people like this. Look, I respect more or less artists like this who are independent. You know what I mean? And doing their own thing. It's much better because the record labels will control you because they're controlling a narrative, and that narrative is to push Satanism, and it's working, man. It's working. If you look at society, especially the youth, all right, especially our people, they're becoming more degenerate, man. Okay.
Yeah, man. Sneakers marked with 666 that literally got him sued by Nike. Well, Lil Nas X basically becoming an overnight star, the devil-themed music video made people think he sold his soul to receive fame and fortune.
Well, of course he did, man. And I'm not gonna push too much of his madness on you, man. All right. But there's a bit here that I want to show you because the music industry, you can only go so far in it. All right, you can only go so far in it until it fucks you up, you know. And you know, like on the streets, they got this thing called chasing the bag. Chasing the bag in the music industry is the worst thing you could do. The reason why, because it will muck you up. Believe that, man. It will muck you up to the point success will muck you up to the point where them record executives will tell you, well, if you want to go further, you have to go through door number A, door number B, door number C, you know. And clearly there's a homosexual door, you know, there's a selling your soul door, this, that, and the other, you know. And look at these people, they're mucked up, okay? They're mucked up, man.
Been present for a very long time, with several rappers from the past attempting to shed light on the darker aspects of the industry. Even old school rappers like Eminem have made countless amounts of rhymes about the devil, and he can be heard in songs like Say Goodbye to Hollywood, literally saying the words, like the boy in the bubble who never could have tapped, I'm trapped, if I can go back, I never would have rapped, I sold my soul to the devil, I'll never get it back. Let's not forget the song My Darling, a song which many people believe Eminem is basically talking to the devil in the third verse. Other rappers, like the late DMX, also claim that he had been approached several times by forces beyond our comprehension.
Then I met the devil in God's country. You know, and it's not so much who, it's what, you know, what happens and the things that the devil does. It's not so much a person, even though he acts through people. You know, you can't call one person the devil. Sure. You know, you can't call any one person the devil. You can't do that because no one person has enough power to be the devil. You know?
I think you've had three conversations with the devil. Why with the devil?
Well, to make a fair decision, I think you have to be aware of both sides. And I was approached, so of course I had a conversation. It doesn't mean I rode with him or believed him. I just was able to recognize him by what he said to me and what he offered me. Say, oh, now I know you are. That's why I stopped talking to him. I've been out 7 hours. But he
In DMX's case, it's not clear whether he's specifically referring to a person or an organization, but in the case of Noriega from the Drink Champs, he strongly implied that he was promised success beyond his wildest dreams if he promised to align with a certain group. And when he didn't comply, his career took a downturn.
You know, I was approached, and I was where a person asked me, yo, such and such, and I was just like, nah, like, you know, you probably make it to where you make it on your own.
Right.
But a lot of people will offer you something to sustain it. I don't know if it was that person or if this was a whole entity that came with it. But I was offered something and I just wasn't with it. But they said, good luck, young man, you're on your own. And I never went platinum since.
And while rappers like DMX and
There you go.
Noriega have spoken about how they avoided joining up with the devil or organizations associated with shadowy rituals like the Illuminati, Jay-Z, on the other hand, is a man who's had to fend off accusations of being a follower of the devil. At one point, there was even an unofficial street DVD being sold which labeled him the Master Mason of hip-hop in reference to his alleged connections to Freemasonry. That's because there was a lot of speculation that Jay-Z was with the occult. Hov has spent years trying to claim that he wasn't involved in anything evil, such as the time he said this on an MTV interview. I gotta remind people, I'm from Marcy Projects. I can't even get into a golf club in Palm Springs. As one of the most influential figures in hip-hop, it's his remarkable success that raises eyebrows amongst his critics. And many speculate that there were definitely some unseen forces supporting him behind the scenes.
So when I see Jay-Z, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? You're not no gang member. You got checkerboard floors in your shit. You got skull and bones. What does this mean? You look at Cardi B's album cover. It's checkerboard. You look at Dream Doll. Now she's the checkerboard too. These motherfuckers sell their soul. They practice with. What does the checkerboard mean? It means mind control. So you got classical conditioning. You got operational conditioning.
That's
so
right.
what they do is they use programming.
But as we have moved from one era of hip-hop to the next, a strange thing happened. As Jay-Z has actively tried to stop the speculation that he's a devil worshipper, there are rappers today who actively fed into the
Here it is.
Yeah, man.
Generative.
And we know that he's a Satan worshipper, you know?
is doing it to get a reaction or for a deeper, darker reason. Well, when it comes to a rapper named NBA Youngboy, it was the opposite of a publicity stunt. And speaking on this issue caused his career to decline drastically. Alongside a discography that's filled with tracks including I'm a Demon, Demon Seed, Demon Time, and more, NBA Youngboy's career has been filled with speculation that he's maybe been contacted by the underworld. Among all of his bars that have caused concern, none have done so more than his lyrics in 2018's Traumatized, where he seemed to suggest that he refused to offer up his child and seemingly predicted COVID. Since then, Youngboy has been increasingly open about what's really going on, only to then claim he was talking too much.
It's the mind image that I chose to be a part of. So like I accept that I know me, but don't be a dominant at the same time. You gotta understand they use me as entertainment, and this shit becomes self-destruction too. Cause I ain't no entertainment. You know, some shit can be spoke on. Why? Man, that shit is to be continued.
Since 2019, Youngboy has been confronting the industry and not being afraid to air out the destructive forces that go on behind the scenes at his label. Now stuck in whatever scenario he's created for himself, Youngboy is now at the point where his sales have been on a steady decline, and probably contemplating whether or not his metaphorical deal with the devil was worthwhile. But what's interesting is that after so many years of the audience entertaining the satanic imagery, it's become an increasingly hard sell where the supposed shock value of the devilish imagery isn't paying off anymore. For instance, when Travis Scott made his decision to dabble in imagery associated with masonry and similar things, it actively stopped him from being able to perform in Egypt in front of the pyramids because of, quote, images and documented information on the strange rituals, which violated their customs. Meanwhile, for others like...
See, in other countries like Egypt, he was gonna, that nigga Travis Scott was gonna play over there, and they said no, because of his imagery in his music. You see? So these niggas, the Western audience is okay with all of this. They're okay with pumping wicked music like that, you know? And what does it lead to? Death. It leads to physical death, all right, and spiritual death. Because a lot of our people in particular, who are, you know, so-called disadvantaged, come from disadvantaged backgrounds, they make their bad backgrounds and upbringing as an excuse why they're doing wickedness, you know? Now, I'm going to get into the scriptures, of course, but I want to show you this demon, King Von, right? Now, he's dead now, man. And I'm glad that this nigga is dead, man. You know? And he was a big gangster, and he killed people, and he celebrated killing people, you know, etc. But let's look at in 2017, because he died in 2020. In 2017, he went to prison. All right. Let's see how brave he was when he was going to prison. Because, you know, in hip hop, they make out like, you know, you have to go to prison, and you're a hard person, you're a soldier, and all this stuff. All right. Let's see what he did when he had to go to prison. Okay. This is him from 2017. Listen carefully now. All right. Oh my gosh. Watch, the sound's going to come on in a minute. Watch. Audio. Audio's coming out. There you go.
Sexual orientation, you're requesting protective custody, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I get along with, you know, the strict people and they follow the others. They got a problem with me. I don't never start them. Okay.
So he's basically this is a guy that was a gangster, thug, killing people, mocking people. He's saying he needs protective custody because of his sexual orientation. Keep watching.
I'm not mad at you.
That bitch got my face. I'm trying to take my face in my sister.
Oh my gosh. See that?
I'm gonna fuck you too.
Oh my gosh.
Which one? Oh, handcuff him and get his ID so we can take him downstairs to start the PC process.
Oh my.
Back, you can pat him down too.
Wow, man.
You talk to my sister? You talk to my sister? When I say I love her, tell me I'm probably gonna go to PC. Tell her I'm gonna go to PC probably. Yeah. I'm dead, stay on. They trying to let me suck they dick.
My gosh. Wow, man.
Y'all got room over there?
Which stuff is that?
Y'all got room over there?
How do you know that? Are these your pictures?
Yeah, that's my bitch.
Okay, well, we're not
These
gonna let
better
him
be on my bitch, bitch.
Leave it up in the interlock or whatever.
You got my shower shoes?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
We'll hold on to your photos up here. If your PC ends up going through, are you listening to me? Or you don't care about your photos? Which one?
I care about.
Okay, we're gonna leave them up here, and if your PC ends up going through, when you pack up your stuff, we'll include the photos with your property, okay?
Look at that, man.
Huh? You going to buy cocaine? Come on. Yeah, I got you. I'll give them to you.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said,
He doesn't
man?
want anything. He just wants to move across the hall. I asked him if he wanted a piece and he don't want it. He just wants to move across the hall. So, we're not doing that right now.
Wow, man. Did you hear what this nigga said, man? This nigga actually said, wow, man. You know? This nigga said, you know what? Bye, little Josh. I'll fuck you too. He said he's a faggot. You know? And he's saying that he needs to go to protective custody. Now, people are saying that he said all these things because a rival gang is in the prison as well. And if he's not in protective custody, he knows that that rival gang will kill him. So he pretended to be a homosexual. I mean, that's really low, man. You know? That's some of the lowest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. You know? Alright? It's real low stuff, man. Real low stuff. And this guy was a demon, man. An absolute demon. I'm going to get scripture. But this guy was an absolute demon. Alright? This guy was an absolute demon, man. Alright? King Von. The great King Von. You know? This guy was an absolute demon, man. Cursing people out. Cursing dead people. Laughing at people that he's killed. Rapping about them. You know? And when I was doing this video, I had to do some research on this rap stuff because I don't like it. I'm not into it, but it's very, very gay. So it could be two things. It could be that, you know, he did that for protective custody, but even if he did, that's very low. All right.